In today's Stream It, we're capturing underwater monsters with Zaris-Angel Hator.
But it is kind of cool because when I did watch the movie with my family, they did point out a few like little mannerisms that she has and stuff is like what I do.
And as always, we have our top 5 picks of what you should be watching this week.
This is Fun Kids Stream It.
Hey, I'm Robin.
And I'm Connor.
And this is Fun Kids Stream It, the go-to place for all your TV and film fun.
Yes, we chat with the biggest stars. Previous guests actually have included Steve Carell, Jim Carrey and Joe Sugg. I think we're doing all right, aren't we, Robin?
I mean, I would like to think so, for sure. And we give you our recommendations of the best things available to watch right now.
So this week, we're going to be hearing from a very talented young actor. Her name is Zaris-Angel Hator. She plays Maisie in a brand new Netflix movie. It's called The Sea Beast.
But before she joins us, Connor, you know what I'm going to do?
Yeah, it's question time, isn't it?
It sure is, because each week we take it in turns to quiz each other's film and TV knowledge.
It's not really gone particularly good for either of us, isn't it?
Last week, I mean... Let's not talk about last week, shall we not?
Yeah, last week, Robin was very confident about the answer. And how did it go?
Yeah, well, you know. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. It's my turn to ask you a question this week.
Okay, I'm not going to say that I'm going to be really confident. What I'm going to do here is just say nothing and let you ask the question.
Okay, this one is actually a tricky one, so I think you might be struggling here. I guess it's a question of who am I? So I'm going to give you some clues. You've got to try and guess who you think it is.
Okay.
So I work as a cook. I have a best friend called Patrick and a pet called Gary. I wear a shirt and a red tie every day. It's
so hard. I wonder who it could be. Hey, let me think about it.
Oh, was that sarcastic? Do you think you know who it is?
Yeah, it was complete sarcasm. I absolutely know exactly who that is. But we'll get into that later, all right? Let me have a little think about it to make sure I'm 100%. Right now, though, let's hear from Zaris-Angel Hator. Now, she plays Maisie in the brand new Netflix animated movie, which is called The Sea Beast.
Yes, and when Maisie stows away on the ship of a legendary sea monster hunter, they launch an epic journey into uncharted waters and make history to boot. So let's chat to Zaris-Angel now.
There was a time when sea beasts would ravage our shores, and no ship was safe on the sea. But those days are over. Today, valiant warriors battle the beasts far beyond the horizon. You're Jacob Holland, a weapon against nature's darkest design. And I'm joining your crew.
Oh, no, you ain't.
Hey, put me down! Let me go!
So lovely to meet you, Zaris. Thank you so much for joining us. Very exciting indeed. So, of course, The Sea Beast, huge movie. It's with Netflix, an Oscar-winning director. I mean, what was that like, getting that call from Netflix to say you got the part?
It was very exciting because I had kind of forgotten about it because they told me that when I did my last audition for it, they said it might be a while to hear back because this was before Christmas in 2019. So when I did get the call a few months into the new year, it was really exciting.
Yeah, I bet it was. I love that. So casual, like, yeah, I just completely forgot.
Yeah, I love it. What a great late Christmas present as well. You know, you've had Christmas and you come back in the new year. It's like, oh, yeah, you know that Netflix thing? Do you want to do it? Yes, please.
Yeah.
I love that. And what were your friends like when you told them? Were you just as casual, like, I'm going to be part of this Netflix? Or did you have to keep it hush-hush?
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to talk about it. So, my friends didn't know. Whenever I did have to leave school for it, I just say I'm working, but I couldn't say what it was.
I love that. I was going to say you wouldn't get away with being like, oh, I've got the dentist because there's too much.
Yeah.
What a cool thing as well to like be doing for work. How cool to say that you're working and this is your job. I wanted to dive into that a little bit, Zaris, because obviously you are only 18 years old, like super duper young. I'm sure you've had so much experience with acting to get a job like this. So what was it like to do animation? Was this your first experience with animation?
No, I had done a Nick Jr. series a while ago.
Oh, you're a pro. You've done it all before. I'm asking you a question. You're like, yeah, I've done it. Like, it's all good.
I mean, it was a bit different because I was doing the English version of it. There was already an American one. So with that, I just had to, I could hear the American version and then I'd repeat it, but like with my voice. So this was completely from scratch. There was nothing there. So it was quite a different experience, but it was really exciting, especially when I got to see some animation like further into the project, because I didn't see any of it because it was completely new and it took a while, but it was very exciting.
That must have been quite difficult, actually. Were you trying to act then without actually seeing what the animation was doing?
Yeah, I had to go off of the lines. In a script, they kind of, they put what the emotions are and the stage directions and things, so it makes it easier to act with.
I just want to say that's really blown my mind. I don't know about you, Rob, but I always thought that when you make animation, you are kind of doing the voice to the scene. So it's really cool to know that that didn't happen. You're a pro and you just done it just without having any idea what was going on in the scene. That's so cool.
Thank you.
And I wonder as well if they did it as a bit of a, I guess, a collaboration. Maybe, you know, your voice actually inspired some of the movements. I wonder if that's kind of how the process went.
I mean, I'm not too sure. Possibly. I do know that I think they did record some of my recordings to help with doing the animation, but I'm not sure how much of it they used or how little of it. But it is kind of cool because when I did watch the movie with my family, they did point out a few like little mannerisms that she has and stuff is like what I do or what I have. So I'm guessing they did use it quite a bit.
Oh, that is so cool. I think that's a dream of mine to have like an animation version of Connor.
Not a dream of mine to have an animation version of Connor.
No.
Would you say there's any similarities between you and Macy?
I mean, she is quite similar to me. She's small and she's very excitable and animated. Like she gets excited when she's excited about something, she's really excited about it. So I guess we're quite similar in that way, because when I do get excited or when I do like find something that I love, I really love it. But yeah, I guess that's something we have in common.
We'll be off to kill a monster!
Ow!
You stowed away?
Yeah.
I like this kid. We're dropping you off at the nearest port. Hunting ship ain't no place for a kid.
But you joined the ship when you were my age.
Hold on, Maisie!
And look at you now.
That's not the same thing.
Isn't it?
No, it isn't.
We've dived into the kind of world of Maisie, haven't we? We all know who Maisie is. So we thought we'd play a little game with you, actually. And this is all based around the character of Maisie. And I think based on how much Maisie is sort of based on you, from what it sounds, you're going to be quite good at this. So what we need you to do right now is we need you to kind of push a little button, transform into Maisie right now. Okay? So have you got your Maisie on right now?
Yeah, okay.
Right, okay. So the game is, what would Maisie do? So what we're going to ask you is a question, and then you need to answer us as to what Maisie would do if she was in that situation. So the first one.
So if one of Macy's friends went overboard, what do you reckon Macy would do?
She'd definitely try and help them. I think she wouldn't ask for help, but she would try and do it herself. And it may go wrong. Like, I think she would be quite impulsive. Like, she may just jump in and try and, like, get them out. But she'd definitely hands-on herself try and help them.
I love that. She'd just jump in and then be like, let me figure it out once I'm in there.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best way to do it, but I love it.
Yeah.
I love that she's just jumped right in.
Okay, so I would love to know this one. This was my thought process when we were thinking of the questions, right? So let's say Maisie was having a nice little sunbathe on the beach. The boat's been poured over. She's on the beach, having a little sunbathe, enjoying the sand. And then she gets back on the boat and the boat isn't working. She's stuck on the beach. What does Maisie do?
Okay, she would hopefully red or blue. Her sea monster friends would be around. And I think she would try and get them to take her wherever she needs to go. She would use the sea monsters around her to try and get them to help her. So, yeah.
I am hoping and praying as well, though, that before they try and get off of the island and the nice sand. You have like loads of fun with the sea monsters first. So Maisie would have a little bit of fun and then be like, we need to move on. Yeah, no, I like Maisie's style. I like Maisie, don't you, Rob?
Yeah, I do. I love the impulsive nature of Maisie, for sure. And this one is a little bit out there, but we thought, why not? You are jumping on the Explorer after all. And this one, our last question of what would Maisie do if she had to live underwater for the day?
I think she would love it, to be honest. She would just be with the beasts. She'd probably make new friends as well with the beasts because that's just her way. But she definitely have a day in her life like a sea monster and do everything that they do, follow them around. So I think she'd have fun. I wouldn't, but she would.
So that's where you're not similar. I love that. Oh, I feel like we got a real understanding of Maisie there. Do you think, Connor?
Yeah, I do. I feel like in my friendship group, I'm missing Maisie. Yeah, I think Maisie needs to be in my friendship group. I feel like she'd be good. I feel like if I was stuck on an island, I'd be completely useless. But if I've got Maisie around, I'm pretty much sorted.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got like loads of kids that listen across the UK, and it's a range of age as well that we have listen. Anything from 4, 5, all the way up to like 13. What would you give as a piece of advice for any kid that's sitting there right now thinking, hey, do you know what? I want to be an actor. I want to be like you. I want to be an actress. Any like tips?
Well, I definitely say if it is something that you're really passionate about, like really go for it. And don't let anybody stop you because it can be difficult. It's hard to get into because it is quite competitive. But the thing is, you will have something about you that's completely unique and nobody else has. And that something that you have about you will be something that draws casting or whatever. I can play Maisie and then somebody can play her completely differently to me. So I think it's about staying true to yourself and keep going no matter what anybody says. If it's what you want to do, you can do it. So.
Oh, that's amazing. I feel like I needed that advice. What about you, Rob?
Yeah, I would say that's solid advice for anything that you go into because I do think you can take your uniqueness into everything, can't you? So yeah, brilliant advice there. Thank you so much. We can't wait for everyone to see the Sea Beasts and see your incredible performance in it as well.
Thank you.
The Drakemoor's thick with monsters. Monsters that want to eat us. We're not keeping it.
But he's so cute.
You and I have a different idea of cute. Just don't move. This be going. I see a fire in her. Same fire I saw in you. The monsters I can handle. We got it right where we want it.
Wait, Jacob!
That one. She'll be the death of me. I swore I would do everything in my power to keep people safe.
You can be a hero and still be wrong.
The ocean has sent us its worst, then we'll send it right back. Fire!
I've always wanted a pet.
That's not a pet.
But I already named it.
Let me guess. Blue.
Aww.
Oh, Connor, that was just epic. I had the best time chatting to Zaris-Angel.
Oh, she's so great. I just love talking to just younger people in the world that are doing amazing things. I think it's so inspiring.
Yeah, I would have to agree. And there's so many of you listening that inspire us all the time. In fact, get in touch with us over at funkidslive.com because we would love to know what you guys are up to. Also, The Sea Beast is available right now to watch on Netflix.
Now it's time for the look forward.
Now, this is my favourite part of the pod because we give you our top 5 recommendations of what you should be watching this week.
The look forward.
5.
We're going to start with Zombies 3. So Zed anticipates an athletic scholarship while Addison gears up for Seabrook's first international cheer-off. It's all going down. Then suddenly, extraterrestrial beings arrive in Seabrook, provoking something other than friendly competition. This brand new movie is available to watch. It's available on Disney Plus, and it's from the 15th of July. 4.
The Railway Children return. Now, a group of children are evacuated to a Yorkshire village during the Second World War, where they encounter a young soldier who, a bit like them, is far from home. And you can catch this in cinemas from the 15th of July.
3. Kung Fu Panda, the Dragon Knight. So legendary warrior Po teams up with an elite English knight on a global quest to rescue magical weapons, restore his reputation, and save the world. Catch the first episode of this Kung Fu Panda series on Netflix from the 14th of July. 2.
Mustangs FC. Now, a group of outcasts start their own all-girls football team, and as well, they are trying to match up against the boys. Now, they all must juggle their lives and develop into young women while learning what it means to be a true friend. It's got an amazing message, and there's 2 full series available to watch on iPlayer right now.
1. Paw Patrol the movie. Ryder and his team of 6 intelligent puppies set out to stop Mayor Humdinger from wreaking havoc in the bustling metropolis. You can watch this pawsome movie on Paramount Plus now.
Oh, I see what you did there. Possum movie. Well done, Connor. I like it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I thought you'd like that one.
Right, Connor, before we go, can you answer my question?
Absolutely.
Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, remind me.
Okay, so I asked you, who am I? And the clues are, I work as a cook, I have a best friend called Patrick, a pet called Gary, and I wear a shirt and red tie every day.
Do you know what? You can answer this after me. 3, 2, 1. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
There we go. Am I right?
You are right. But then
Yeah.
I feel like you just cheated because I just told you the answer.
No, I know, but I done the song, so I pretty much got it right. It's SpongeBob SquarePants. He's got a pet snail, Gary. He flips burgers at the Krabby Patty place, and his best mate's Patrick.
Oh, so you are a fan.
The Krusty Krabs. There we
That's
go.
it. That's the one.
Well, that's all we've got time for this week. Full of nonsense. Always fun.
Always fun. Well, Stream It will be back again next Tuesday with a brand new episode. But if you enjoyed this episode, please let us know. Give us a little 5 stars wherever you're listening to this. Or you can actually write us a review. Tell us what your favourite film is and why you love it so much.
Yeah, we'd absolutely love to hear from you. And also, if you love the pod so much, why not tell all your friends to listen so they can love it too? Tell your mum, tell your dad, nan, granddad, cousins, everyone.
Everyone. Now, this has been Stream It, and we've been Connor and Robin, and we're presenters at Fun Kids, which is, of course, a children's radio station right here in the UK.
It sure is. We'll be back with a brand new Stream It for you next week. Look forward to seeing you there. Bye.
Bye.